Well, we are back, season 2, Grid Gossip. It's been a little bit of a break, but we're back. My name's Dell, along with my gangster co-host, soon to be married, Julie. What is
Yes,
up?
not too much.
Yeah,
That was what I was supposed to not say in season 2, but
not
I've
too
said
much.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I've enjoyed having a little bit of a break from being on the podcast, but excited to get back into it. Excited for Drive to Survive this weekend. And then it's going to be the first race before we know it.
So today, what we're covering, cover some news. We're going to talk about the reveals, of course. A little bit of the winter testing recap, not too much on that, and then of course the famous off-grid gossip. There's been plenty of that over the last month and a half, and that's the name of the game. So right out of the gates, let's just start with the biggest news in the off season. FIA admits that they got the last race wrong by basically firing Michael
Well,
Mossey.
so
Let's just call it what it is.
so rewind. I'm not saying anyone got it right or wrong, but they did not admit anything. But so don't put that fake news out there. They did oust Massey as race director, but they did not admit that they called the last race wrong. They've agreed to make changes and review some rules and regulations, but they didn't admit shit. So don't.
Technically speaking, they did not admit anything because they're the FIA. They're not going to admit anything. However, this is the roundabout way of doing it. I just saw today, actually, of course, the Horner Toto thing starts immediately as we get closer to the season. Horner says that a rival team bullied Michael Mossey out of his seat.
They did.
For sure, as they should have. I mean, the guy cost cost them the drivers' championship, and everyone knows he got it wrong. So I think it's hilarious that
I
Horner
don't
is
think they
starting
got it
to chirp.
wrong.
Of course not. But
So don't say
well,
everybody. Don't make these vast assumptions.
hey, so that was the big news. These don't go in any specific order. This definitely didn't happen next, but I think it's the biggest news since the Ukraine Russia. Let's just call it what it is. It's a war. Haas terminates contract with Nikita and their title sponsor, which is his dad's company, Uralkali. Could be mispronouncing that as well, due to obviously the invasion by Russia. No replacement driver announced yet, or title sponsor for that matter. Um, I just wanted to cover Nikita Mazuspin highlights before we get to anything else.
Yeah, I mean, before we go into the highlights, I think the thing with the sponsor is like they lost all this money. So how are
Ton of
they going
money.
to recoup the money? I think that's even more important than getting a driver because they can pull anyone from, the
Yeah,
lower ranks, but like they got to fund the car and the team. That'll
yeah,
be harder to get
yeah.
in a
Well,
month.
the principal, what's his name? Gunther. Is it Gunther? Yeah, he
Huh.
said he was just like he was like, yeah, it hurts to lose a sponsor. He's like, yeah, but we're just gonna go in the hole even more. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
He was like super casual about it. So that was big news. Again, I wasn't terribly surprised. I think it's the right thing to do. A lot of social media. Do you feel bad for Nikita? Do you not? I feel bad for him in the sense that it sucks. It's not like he invaded Ukraine, but at the same time, you've also benefited from your dad being an oligarch, and what goes around comes around. So I don't feel bad for him. Speaking of contracts, we had a few notable extensions.
Mhm.
Starting with in order, Norris got his extension first with McLaren. Wasn't surprised. That goes through 2025. I didn't see any details on how much, although I'm sure they could be found. And then your boy Max cashed in. Actually, you know who cashed in? Kelly cashed in with a 20 an extension through 2028 at an estimated 45 million per year to put him even with Sir Lewis, which I'm sure deep down pissed him off
Mhm.
so bad.
So
So bad. But
apparently
he deserved it.
Lando's is 20 million a year.
Oh, really? He got 20 bags a year? Wow. Good for him. Good
Mhm.
for him. So those are your two extensions. I don't think there's any surprise there. I guess I was a little bit surprised by the length of the extension for Max, but it makes sense. It totally makes sense. 45 a year. What is that?
Apparently, Daniel only gets 17.
Listen, I
don't blame you.
they, I don't know who got more points last year. I think Norris did, barely.
Yeah, he came out strong and then he kind of just like went downhill.
Yeah, well, Norris gets, it's a newer contract, so they're going to be worth more. Plus, he's more popular, I think, overall. I think it's livery, so I'm going to say, let's talk about the liveries, all the reveals. We just kind of graded them A through F. I don't know if A through F is what they use in Europe or anywhere else in the world, but in America, you can get grades A through F, A being the best, F being fail, and that's how we graded them. So I was surprised. I did these in order of constructor standings. So we started with Merc because they did win the constructors. I gave Merc a B. I do love their silver livery. I'm happy they went back to the silver. I think my grades are based on like what they have had in the past and what they're doing this year. I gave it a B. I was shocked that you gave it an A.
Yeah, I thought it was cute.
Okay, cute.
Yeah,
it's cute.
it's pretty. That's how I graded
It is
all of
nice.
these. How
That's fair.
much different it was from previous year. These were my grading factors. How different it was from previous years, and then how cute that change was.
Okay. I just got a health check warning on my feed here, so we'll see what that means. But anyway, so B for me, A for Julie. For the Mercs, Red Bull, B plus. You gave it a B. You said only because you love them.
Yeah, it wasn't there was like nothing
It's the
different. It
same.
was just like it was the same. I feel like the orange was a little bit poppier. Like it popped a little bit more, but didn't get me like excited.
And I'm not like an Oracle homer or anything like that, but I do like
Oh, that
how
was
the
a
Oracle.
big sponsor.
Yeah, $500 million. I mean, they paid for Max's contract. I do like the Oracle how it wraps around. But yeah, I gave it a B plus. I've always liked their livery. I give it an A if they went to that throwback livery they have. Ferrari, B minus only because it was about the same. Although I feel like if I saw the Ferrari in person, I would love it more.
It was a deeper red. It was a
It
deeper
was.
red, but I gave it a D. It was boring. Like I
Yeah,
would have
because it's the
given
same
Red
style.
Bull a D, but again, I liked them. I liked
Yeah.
Red Bull, so I gave them a B.
It's a darker red. I will say the one thing love is they went with that like real wide body with like the big opening. I don't even know what to call those. Looks like a whale shark's mouth or something like that. It looks funny when.
Went with?
What's up?
You know what they also went with?
What?
Way too heavy of a spray tan for Carlos.
Oh
in
yeah,
their
your boy was
pictures.
looking very very orange.
He I mean, and then compared to Charles, who was pale, it was alarming. It was alarming. I know he's Spanish and he probably tans really well, but like, bro, no.
Well,
Cancel that shoot on that day.
He definitely tans well, but to your point, it did look a little fakey. Like it did look a little fake.
It was
tannish,
alarming. Alarming.
Yeah. The red did not.
I'm gonna go look at it again.
It did not do him well. Mclaren, I think we both loved it. I gave it an A. It should have been an A plus actually.
This is my favorite.
Grade. It looked so fucking sexy. So sexy. So cute. Exactly. It just looks like a car that's going to win a lot of races this year, and I hope it does. It looked awesome. I thought the what is it? The teal Gulf blue, yeah, aqua, whatever you want to call it. It was just like they nailed that. So McLaren definitely takes the cake. Alpine, I gave a C minus. I love
the pinks.
Well, I love the pink too, but that's not what they're only rocking that for the first 2 weeks.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah, if they were running the pinks all year, I would have given it. What did I say?
Oh, because
B plus. But they're running the blue. I guess that is a blue, purple, blue with the pink soft secondary for 95% of the year. So
I liked the pink secondary.
Yeah, but did you see their alternate where it's mostly pink with the blue secondary?
No, I think I only saw the other one. I like the light. I like the subtle pink.
Oh, really? With that like dominant blue?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I didn't like it as much. I gave that a C minus. I love the pink dominant. You gave it an A.
Yeah, I like it.
Have you seen their uniforms?
No.
Oh God, it's painful. It's painful. I'm going to ask you again after the first week and see how you feel about it.
Okay.
AlphaTauri, C for me, D for you.
Boring. Nothing changed.
Yeah, their livery last year when they broke that out was pretty exciting. It didn't look as good on this car for some reason. I wasn't that thrilled about it.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah. So Aston Martin, everyone says like in person, the green they have this year is like amazing. I can't tell, haven't seen it in person, but I gave it a C. You gave it a D, so similar to AlphaTauri. Just doesn't
Yeah.
really, I don't know. I think the Aston Martin like green. I think that's like a British thing. Like they just like love that color. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but it doesn't do it
Just
for me.
confuses me with Mercedes.
Yeah, well, not this year. Williams,
So cute.
love the
Love the new
Williams car.
colors. It
Loved
was
it.
definitely like a modern facelift. I felt like they updated their font a little bit and their branding. It was needed. It was cute. And you got to
Yeah,
like, now that they don't have George, who else is on Williams now?
Albon.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
excited for his girlfriend to be on the track. The little golfer girl.
yeah. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for. Yeah. I think his second go. I think he's going to do well.
Yeah.
And I hope he just smashes Latifi in every qualifying, every race. But Williams A minus for me, Julie A. I thought they crushed it, and then Alfa Romeo. I liked it better than last year. It seemed more like modern, but it's still like a C plus for me. You gave it a D, so you were a very tough teacher this year. Very tough
I
on the
only gave out
scoring.
A's and D's.
Yeah, literally, I was going through. It's like she just gave out A's and
I
D's.
get a B to Red Bull.
Yeah, no C's,
Mm-mm.
one B. All right.
Okay, so some off grid gossip. So prior to Lewis returning from social media, Mercedes and George were probably posting 5 times a day of George in his new outfit. I mean, they were promoting it hard. It was alarming. It was like he is like the poster child. And then they were posting so much. It was like, where is Lewis? How is he getting out of these obligations?
Because he was just like, don't look for me. I'll let you know when I'm back. I mean, I would say it worked out well for Mercedes because listen, you got your 7-time world champion. He's like the number one driver, but Lewis brings a different like attitude and style to what Merck's branding is. Whereas George, I mean, it's like they hired a model that can also drive cars really well,
Mm-hmm.
and he's clean cut. I mean, it's like, and then there's some other guys, Charles and Sainz, but like George's look is global. It's global. It's global. So they were like, let's get it in now because Lewis isn't here. You know what I mean? It worked out
That's
well, but he
true.
looks sharp. He
He
looks sharp.
did. He did look sharp. No. And then lastly, this is, hot off the press this morning from Kelly's Instagram, but Max has an ear infection and doesn't want to take any antibiotics. So if anyone has tips on how to cure his ear infection, she's soliciting opinions from the people.
Was he an anti-vaxxer or something like that?
I don't know.
Who
What
doesn't
it
want to
is.
take antibiotics
I
for an
don't know.
infection? Like, what is going on?
I
Max is
don't
such he's just like, sky's not blue. It's like,
I mean, she
purple.
took him to the doctor. She used like the medical term for an ear infection. I Googled it and I was like,
Oh my
dude just
goodness.
has an ear infection. Just take the
I, I
antibiotic.
expect I expect to see her close very hard this year. Very hard. Like,
I'm into it.
just sign that contract. Can't let him get away now.
It's
Can't
okay.
let him get away now. Thanks for joining us. Episode 1, season 2 is in the books. You can follow us on Instagram at Grid Gossip F1. Same for Twitter. Maybe Julie will spin up a TikTok. Who knows? And the same for our website.com. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. And we're talking about Drive to Survive 1 through 5.
You're listening to Grid Gossip, the F1 podcast.